nowhere to cut.
We're rolling. We're good.
Hello, my name is Shawn from Chesapeake, Virginia. I'll be reading for the role of Riley.
January 17th, 8:09 p.m. Emergency session with patient. Name, man, Riley E. Patient seems anxious, noticeably sleep deprived, emotionally distraught. How are we doing tonight, Riley? They called me in because they said you were having trouble. I just finished my steak. Everybody here says you're not sleeping well again, Riley. Is there any reason why?
You wouldn't understand.
No. Are you still having nightmares, Riley?
Still, they never stop. It's not just the nightmares, it's everything. It just feels so familiar, like it's happened before.
Familiar how? In past sessions, you've mentioned a constant feeling of deja vu. You said you feel like it's a time loop. What does that mean?
Not sure what it is. I just know that I feel like I'm trapped with no way out.
It's perfectly understandable. You've been here a while now, 2 years, Riley. That's a long time. But whenever we make any progress and we start trusting you enough to let you outside, you try to escape.
I want to go home!
I understand that. But it can't happen right now. You're not well, Riley. Just do me a solid. Level with me. We have to start somewhere. You have to trust me. Are you still hearing voices? Come on, man. I came in after office hours for this because I care. Give me something to work with.
They're not voices. They're people from my past. People from my life. People I know.
That's good. Now we're getting somewhere. Can you tell me more about these people?
My mom, my dad, my friends. And then there are those people who hate me. They all tell me that it's my fault they died because I couldn't warn them in time about the building collapse.
The restaurant. We're talking about the restaurant. The 50 people that were killed.
51.
Right, 51. Is that what you dream about?
I remember their faces. Happy, smiling, laughing, enjoying their meals, hugging each other. They were there for my college graduation.
And why wouldn't they be, Riley? You were top of your class. Columbia University, social work.
Yeah. I wanted to help kids, you know. But then the building collapsed and it changed everything.
I remember. I had some friends there that night.
Oh yeah, great. It wasn't everyone you ever knew.
I'm not trying to compete with you, Riley. Go on.
I remember that I stepped outside to smoke a cigarette, and everything seemed fine at first. But then I heard this loud crash, and I I ran across the street as far as I could. I turned around just in time to see the whole thing collapse. There was all this dust and debris everywhere, and it was just nothing but silence. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there, frozen in panic. And people came to try and help calm me down. They called 911. I can't remember their faces. But then it all all happened all over again. I tried to get back inside, but the door wouldn't open. The frame warped too much. Too much.
You mentioned that it happened all over again. Is that the time loop we talked about? And what about those voices you keep hearing? Besides Blaine, what else did they say?
A name. Jeannie.
Your niece.
She just turned 5. In my dreams, I see how things would have been if they lived. I can touch them. I can hug them. I can tell them I love them. I can tell them my heart broke when they died. I can still feel it. It doesn't stop hurting. It never heals. It never heals.
It's called survivor's guilt, Riley. We've talked about this. Look at me. It's not your fault.
That place in my dreams. It feels like it exists somewhere. Somewhere I can see. Somewhere I can be, but I can't stay.
These feelings of deja vu, how often do you get them?
Whenever something's wrong.
Whenever something bad happens? Thank you, Riley. This was a good session. January 17th, 8:09, emergency session with patient. Name, man. Riley E. Date of birth.
Wait, stop, something's wrong.
The patient suffers from depersonalization and paranoid delusions, possible.
Stop!
Hey, what's wrong?
How was your steak, Doc?
How did you know that I...
Hey, Doc. Are monsters real?
I suppose it depends on what you mean by